Magandang buhay mga bata! Tara, samahan ninyo akong matuto kasama si
Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell for more videos. Thank you! Matatag Curriculum, Science Grade 4, Quarter 3, Lesson 4. Our topic for today is about describing motion using distance, time, and speed. This is Teacher Aika, your online teacher. Let's start! Learning competency. The learners measure accurately the distance and time when things move using simple equipment. Define the concepts of distance and time as they relate to motion. Familiarize oneself with simple equipment to measure distance and time, like a meter stick, ruler, measuring tape, and stopwatch. The learners identify that how far an object moves in a given time is called speed. Calculate the speed of a moving object. And recognize the importance of having accurate measurements in describing motion. Contents. Describing motion using distance, time, and speed. The movement of an object can be described using distance or how far, time or how long did it take, and speed or how fast. Distance is how much ground is covered by a moving object. A ruler or meter stick is used to measure distance. Time is how much time is consumed or how much time it takes by the moving object to cover a distance. A stopwatch or wristwatch is used to measure time. When a distance is covered in a small amount of time, the speed is big. The object is said to be traveling fast. When the same distance is covered in a big amount of time, the speed is small. The object is said to be traveling slowly. And how fast or slow an object moves is called speed. Day 1. Let's have first a short review. Show and tell. I will show you several pictures of people doing everyday tasks. I want you to tell me what you see and think about what's happening. First picture. What is she doing? Sweeping the floor. Second picture. What is the kid doing? Wiping the table. Third picture. What are they doing? Arranging the chairs. Fourth picture. What are they doing? Picking up trash. Fifth picture. Feeding the pet. Lesson purpose. Picture analysis. Look at this picture of a 100-meter dash race. Examine it carefully and pay attention to what is happening in the image. Now, I want you to think and answer these questions. Look at the pictures carefully. Questions. Number 1, who do you think will win in this race and why? Number 2, how do we determine the winner? Number 3, have you tried participating in a 100-meter dash or similar races? Number 4, when can we say that a person runs fast? And number 5, why is understanding the concept of speed important in the sports like track and field? Unlocking content area vocabulary. Guess the word. Instructions. Tell the students that they will be given sets of pictures that can reveal the terms to unlock. First, guess the word. The answer, position. Guess the word. The answer, distance. Third, guess the word. The answer, time. Fourth, guess the word. The answer, speed. Fifth, guess the word. The answer, measure. Sixth, guess the word. The answer, frame of reference. Now, let's have situation analysis. Who wins? Jermaine and Jervin are classmates and decided to race from one end of the basketball court at their school to the other end. Jermaine reached the other end in 10 seconds, while Jervin took 12 seconds. Who won? Reference point, basketball ring. So this is Jermaine and this is Jervin. Now, let's analyze. Look at this picture of race between Jermaine and Alex. They both run the same distance. Jermaine takes 10 seconds to finish, while Alex takes 12 seconds. Who do you think arrives first? The answer, The winner is the one who took less time to finish. Even though they both traveled the same distance, Jormin, who took 10 seconds, finished the race faster. Therefore, Jormin won the race because they traveled in the shorter time. This situation demonstrates motion. Motion is defined as a change in position relative to a reference point. In this case, number 1, the starting end of the basketball court is the reference point. Number 2, Jurmin and Jervin both changed their positions by moving from the starting end to the other end of the court, which shows motion. Guide questions. Number 1, what is a reference point in the context of motion? A reference point is a stationary object or place that is used to determine if an object has moved or not. It can also be the starting point or origin for measuring motion. Number 2, why is it important to have a reference point when describing the motion of an object? When describing the motion of an object, it is important to have a reference point to have a basis for the change in the object's position. For example, in the picture at the right, the boy's motion can be observed clearly because of his change in position relative to the tree or reference point in this situation. Number 3, how do we select a suitable reference point for describing the motion of an object? We select a suitable reference point for describing an object's motion by choosing an object in the environment that is fixed on the ground or that is stationary and does not move. Number 4, can you think of examples where different reference points might be chosen to describe the same motion? Examples of reference points include a tree, a sign, or a building. The motion of a person or an object can be described using the concepts of distance, time, and speed. Distance. Distance is a measure of how far 2 points are from each other. It can be measured using a ruler, a meter stick, or a tape measure. Time. Time is a measure of the duration of an event taking place. It can be measured with a watch. Speed. Speed is a measure of how fast an object moves. How do you compute speed? Number 1, determine the distance or D. Measure the total path length covered by the object. This could be the length of a racetrack, the distance a car travels, or any other relevant measurement. Use appropriate units such as meters or m or kilometers or km. Number 2, determine the time or T. Measure the duration it takes for the object to cover the specified distance. Use a stopwatch, timer, or any other timekeeping device. Time is typically measured in seconds or S, minutes or min, or hours or H. Number 3, apply the formula. A. Use the formula for speed. Speed is equal to distance over time. In symbol, S is equal to D over T. Letter B, substitute the measured values of distance and time into the formula. C, calculate the speed. D, perform the calculation to find the speed. Ensure that the units are consistent. E, to compute speed, divide the distance traveled by the time it takes to travel the distance. In symbols, S is equal to D over T. Formulas. Speed is equal to distance over time. Distance is equal to speed times time. And time is equal to distance over speed. To easily remember the speed formula, we present it using the triangle at the right. On the triangle's base, in the bottom left, we put speed and time in the bottom right, while in the upper corner, we put distance. Therefore, speed is equal to distance over time. Number 4, expressing the result. Report the calculated speed in the appropriate units. Common units for speed include meters per second, or M per S, or kilometers per second, or km per h, depending on the context. Additionally, in real-world scenarios, choosing an appropriate reference point and a coordinate system is crucial when measuring distance and time, especially for moving objects. The choice of reference point can affect how speed is perceived and measured. Day 2. Video viewing. Show the YouTube video titled What is Speed? Science for Kids by Little School. And answer the guide questions. A. What new information or lesson have you learned from the video? B. What happens to speed if the distance increases? And if an object moves the same distance in less time, what happens to its speed? Worked example. Steps to solve word problems. Number 1, read and understand the problem. Number 2, identify what is known or given values and unknown or what is asked. 3, determine the formula to use in computing the unknown. Number 4, substitute the given values in the formula. And number 5, write the final answer with the correct unit of measure. A. Problem solving, motion problems. Let's answer the sample problems below. Number 1, a female palarong pambansa sprinter from Negros Oriental finished the 100-meter dash competition in 10 seconds. What was her speed? Number 1, identify what is known. Distance, 100 meters. Time, 10 seconds. Number 2, identify what is unknown. Speed, question mark. Number 3, write the formula. Speed is equal to distance over time. Substitute the given values in the formula. Speed is equal to 100 meters divided by 10 seconds. Number 5, write the final answer with the correct unit of measure. Speed is equal to 10 meters per second. Number 2, recess time is almost over. So, a grade 4 pupil walks fast from the canteen to her classroom for 20 seconds. Her classroom is 10 meters from the canteen. How fast did she walk? Number 1, identify what is known. Distance is equal to 10 meters. Time is equal to 20 seconds. Number 2, identify what is unknown. Speed, question mark. Number 3, write the formula. Speed is equal to distance over time. Number 4, substitute the given values in the formula. Speed is equal to 10 meters divided by 20 seconds. Number 5, write the final answer with the correct unit of measure. Speed is equal to 0.5 meter per second. Lesson activity, let's answer the sample problems below. Number 1, the Philippine eagle is the national bird of the Philippines. If it can travel 100 kilometers in 1 hour, what is its speed? Number 1, identify what is known. Distance is equal to 100 kilometers. Time, 1 hour. Number 2, identify what is unknown. Speed, question mark. Number 3, write the formula. Speed is equal to distance over time. Number 4, substitute the given values in the formula. Speed is equal to 100 kilometers divided by 1 hour. Number 5, write the final answer with the correct unit of measure. Speed is equal to 100 kilometers per hour. Number 2, the Philippine tarsier is famous for being the smallest monkey in the world. These tiny creatures like to stay high up in the trees and jump from branch to branch in the jungle. They can travel 20 kilometers in 0.5 hour. Determine its speed. Number 1, identify what is known. Distance is equal to 20 kilometers. Time is 0.5 hour. Number 2, identify what is known. Speed speed is question mark. Number 3, write the formula. Speed is equal to distance over time. Number 4, substitute the given values in the formula. Speed is equal to 20 kilometers divided by 0.5 r. And number 5, write the final answer with the correct unit of measure. Speed is equal to 40 kilometers per second. Day 3. B. Activity number 1. Who wins the race? Instructions: in groups with 5 members, students conduct a racing activity to determine which toy car is the fastest. Assign the members of the groups a role to play. Leader, responsible for overseeing the cooperation of the group members. Timer, in charge of measuring the time it takes for the toy car to complete the race using a stopwatch or timer. Recorder, takes notes and records the toy car's distance and time of travel. Toy car in charge, responsible for handling and releasing the toy cars at the starting line. And racetrack in charge, responsible for checking the group's racetrack, ensuring that marks at the starting and finishing points are clear. Group preparation. Assign roles within each group. Example, one student measures distance, one operates the stopwatch, etc. Have each group inspect and test their toy car to ensure fair competition. Race setup. Line up all the groups at the starting line. Explain any specific rules, such as staying within the designated track. Here are the guide questions during the race. First, how will you measure the distance covered by your toy car? Second, what factors might affect the speed of your toy car? And third, how will you ensure a fair and accurate race? Race execution. First, start the race and have each group complete the course. Second, ensure that each group measures the distance their toy car traveled. Third, in conducting the race, ask everyone to get ready to perform their assigned roles. Ask the toy car in charge to position itself at the starting point. When all of them are ready, give them a go signal for them to release their toy cars at the same time. Depending on the type of toy car, everyone must agree on what is allowed to make it move. At this point, the timers should start recording the time and stop when the toy car reaches the finish line. The recorders then record their data. Do 2 more trials, then ask them to return to their seats to reflect on what they just did and answer the process questions. Group reflection. Have each group discuss their strategies, challenges faced, and how they optimize the performance of their toy car. Discuss the relationship between speed, time, and distance. Results and awards. Announce the winners based on the fastest time or farthest distance. Consider giving awards for creativity, teamwork, or innovative strategies. And closure. Conclude the activity by discussing the importance of understanding motion and the practical applications of these concepts in real life. Process questions. Number 1, which toy car has the shortest travel time? Number 2, who wins the race and why? Number 3, why is it important to have accurate measurements when describing motion? Activity number 2, who is the fastest? Instructions: in groups with 5 members, students conduct a walking activity to determine how fast or slow each walk is and who walks fastest in the group. Instruct the students to follow the following procedure. First, go to the corridor or the nearest area to your room that is clear and safe for this walking activity. Second, using the meter stick, measure 10 meters. Use chalk or any marker to indicate the starting and ending points with a line. Third, let each member walk at a normal pace, not fast nor slow, along the path from the starting to the ending points. Ask another member to record the time taken to walk 10 meters. Fourth, let each member do 2 more trials by walking slower and faster than the first. And fifth, compute the fastest speed of each member by dividing the distance traveled by the shortest time of travel. Process questions. First, what happened to your travel time when you walked slower or faster? Second, who walked fastest in your group? What is the basis for concluding that he or she is the fastest in your group? And third, is it safe when you move fast or why? Day 4. Learners' takeaways, concept mapping. Make a concept map about how motion is described in this lesson. Do this lesson map with the students to summarize the lesson. And here is the concept map. Reflection on learning. Using the provided template, ask the students to reflect on bright ideas. In the light bulb image, they will write 2 to 3 things in this lesson that were new to them. One important thing to remember, and 4 ideas or words that they are not sure about. Formative assessment, first part is multiple choice. Carefully read the questions below. Choose the correct answer from the choices below each question and circle the letter corresponding to the correct answer. Number 1. Which tool is best suited to precisely measure the distance traveled by a moving object? A. Calculator, B. Clock, C. Meter stick, or D. Stopwatch? The answer is letter C. Meter stick. Number 2, which of the following measures how far 2 points are from each other? A. Distance, B. Graph, C. Speed, or D. Time? The answer is letter A. Distance. Number 3, the measure of the duration of an event taking place is called A. Distance, B. Graph, C. Speed, or D. Time. The answer is letter D. Time. Number 4, what is its speed if a bird flies 100 meters in 50 seconds? A. 2 meters per second, B. 5 meters per second, C. 10 meters per second, or D. 50 meters per second. The answer is letter A. 2 meters per second. Number 5, Kath walks to the canteen that is 10 meters away from her classroom for 10 seconds. What is her speed? A. 1 meter per second, B. 2 meters per second, C. 5 meters per second, or D. 10 meters per second. The answer is letter A. 1 meter per second. Second part is essay. Read carefully the situation below. Answer the given question based on the rubric. Observe proper punctuation, capitalization, and spelling. Here's the scenario. In speed contests like a 100-meter sprint race, athletes do their best to speed up and win the contest. Sometimes the difference is only a matter of few milliseconds. In these events, why is it important to have accurate measurements when describing motion? And here is the rubric. 5 points being the highest and 0 point being the lowest. Good luck!
Maraming salamat sa panonood! Huwag kalimutang i-like at mag-subscribe para sa higit pang educational content. I-click ang bell icon para ma-update ka sa ating mga bagong video. Salamat!